Hey guys, welcome back to MLB 21, the show Red Sox franchise mode. Today, this is probably one of the biggest episodes that I have ever done, which is the trades that I'm going to make. I thought I was going to make it, as realistic as the real life one as possible, but later on, I will give you a much bigger surprise. But right here, the first trade we are going to make is Marcus Walden will be sent to the Nationals in for Kyle Schwarber. And yes, that's a very big move for me for sure. And after that, I have decided to trade away Christian Arroyo, Marwin Gonzalez, and Martin Perez. All three of them are probably the weakest starting or the 26-man roster in the team so far. Christian Arroyo, unfortunately, just couldn't really... I gave him a chance, gave him plenty of chance early in the season, but he just couldn't really get a base hit. Marwin Gonzalez, again, despite hitting back-to-back home run against Atlanta Braves, but then again, his average is not good enough. Martin Perez, probably the weakest link we have in the starting rotation, so he has to be gone. And all three of them have a contract of 1 year, so it would be the best for me to actually trade them away. But then the one that I was eyeing for, it's Shohei Ohtani. Yes, you guys are correct. I was looking for other options as well, but then at first, I was thinking about trading Arroyo and also Gonzalez, but at the same time, I wanted to put Perez in to see what kind of offers that I do get elsewhere. So of course, there's not a particular trade that I'm interested in, but instead putting all the players out there and looking for suggested trades, which is a pretty good features for MLB 21, the show franchise mode. So I would suggest you to use that one if you guys don't know, you guys want to trade players away, but wanting to know what kind of players you want to get or potential players that you are interested in. So I was making a really hard decision right here. I just keep going left and right, and I have decided to go for Shohei Ohtani. Yes, signing Shohei Ohtani in real life would be very difficult, but we did the job. We sent 3 of our 26-man rosters players in for Shohei Ohtani, and at the same time, because the 40-man roster, we don't have a full 40-man roster, so I decided to call up Chad Dalagua. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I'll come back next time and talk about that player over there, Dalagua. Apparently, he looks pretty good. 28-year-old with a good amount of power, speed, defense, and also pretty highly rated. And he's a left-handed batter as well. So that might be something that I might want to use him. And Shohei Ohtani, there's a way I want to use him. So for this career mode, yes, we don't need another DH because technically we already have Kyle Schwarber, JD Martinez, and of course Shohei Ohtani will be in the rotation for sure, replacing Perez at this point. But the way I'm going to use him is I might not be using Shohei Ohtani a lot in terms of putting him as a DH, but because we already have very strong hitting squad, so I don't want to mess with that. Instead, I wanted Shohei Ohtani to actually be a good starting pitcher and also a potential pinch hitter as well. So yeah, as I said, Shohei Ohtani will be making appearance on the plate if only we clinch the AL East standing already or pinch hit. But yes, so this is something I do want to talk about. It's the numbers issue because Nathan Eovaldi will be replacing Erod, who unfortunately will suffer a lower back strain. So we got to move up a little bit in terms of the rotation. And number 20 for Nathan Eovaldi, it seems a little bit wrong. And actually, I want to put him back to 17. But then Shohei Ohtani will need that number 17 as well. So I did look it up on Google and see what kind of a past history that Shohei Ohtani has worn before in terms of the number. So the closest thing I ever found is actually 27, but Carlton Fisk, I believe, has that number taken. So the closest one is number 44. Previously worn by Jake Peavy, which is quite a long time ago. So I decided to go for that one. Shohei Ohtani will be wearing number 44, and then Nathan Eovaldi will take his number 17 back, but not in this video. It seems quite a little bit odd where he's wearing 20. And Kyle Schwarber, again, in the game, he is not a first baseman at all. He is only an outfielder and a catcher, a backup catcher. But again, in the real life, I have to use him they use him as a first baseman. I'm gonna stick with that. And right here, just as I was talking about Kyle Schwarber, he hit a 2-run home run to introduce himself to the Boston Red Sox fans. And yeah, a 2-run home run to start off his career in this ball club. One thing I found interesting is, despite he has quite a good amount of games appeared, or a good amount of at-bats, he only has 4 home runs, and this is only his 5th home run. So hopefully playing for us would means that I could at least get his home run to a double digit. That's something that I want. I hope that's going to happen. So yeah, Kyle Schwarber introduced himself by hitting a 2-run home run, and Chad Dalugua right here is going to blast this one to right field. And of course, he is making his first ever major league appearance, and that is his second at bat, leading off for the Boston Red Sox. And he hits that RBI triple. It could have been a home run just slightly bit, or else it would have been a perfect debut for him. That is his first major league hit for the season. And of course, I'm really happy with this player, left-handed batter, because for all the infielders that we have, the majority of them are right-hander batters. So I want to balance between left-handed batters and also right-handed batters in terms for the infielders, of course. So we only have Devers, but that's about it. We only have like Chavez, Kike Hernandez, Christian Arroyo before. So having another left-handed second baseman or left-handed infielder, it's very important in terms of rotation between a right-handed pitcher and also a left-handed pitcher. You guys know what I mean. And right here, it would have been 4-3, but then Christian Vasquez just doesn't really run pretty well. And then that would be the end for Nathan Eovaldi. Get a rest up very early. I didn't really do too much today's game, unfortunately. Gary Whitlock will be replacing him in 1-2-3 inning for Gary Whitlock. And Kike Hernandez right, he goes down on strike. After a 2-2 count, Brad Keller, that's his first K of the evening, and Chad Dalugua also goes down on strike with a fastball. There's no point to argue that. That's a good pitch right there. And Danny Santana 0-0 pitch with a ground ball to first base, knocked it down by Carlos Santana, and that's how the inning ended. 1-2-3 inning, 1-2 count to Jorge Soler, goes down on strikeout looking, off-speed pitch at the corner. And that would be the first K for Gary Whitlock, and Salvador Perez right here, 1-1 count. Back to a tapper, back to Gary Whitlock to end the inning, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 5th right here, Kyle Schwarber right here is going to launch that one to right center field, and it is going to be a gapper base hit, but then I have to hold him at second. And right there, oh my God, that was a very close play. An RBI double for Kyle Schwarber to extend the lead, to take the lead 4-3. Josh Taylor will be coming on to pitch the 6th inning with an ERA 1.05. 0-2 count to Hunter Dozier, goes down on strike with a curveball outside the zone, nowhere close, making contact with the ball. Andrew Benintendi right here, 0-2 count, goes down on strike, slider outside of the zone, went chasing, went fishing for the second out. 1-2 count to Ryan Mabroom, and he also goes down on strike with the slider. A very comfortable inning for him, despite giving up a walk. And Kike Hernandez goes down on strike with the changeup exactly down the middle. Should have probably done better with that. 1-2 count to Chad Dalugua. Unfortunately, fastball inside that froze him, but honestly, that should have been a ball. And I'm not going to argue about that. Ryan Brasher will be coming on, making his 30th appearance for the season with the ERA 1.21. And first off, he came on, gave up a home run to the leadoff batter Mendezi, and they have tied the game. Kansas City Royals have tied the game 4-4, and also it's a no doubt home run. It's a pretty rare occasion to see Ryan Brasier getting knocked here and there for the past a couple of appearances, and Greg Holland is trying to maintain the score, or hopefully trying to grab a win if possible. 2-2 count to Rafael Devers, and he is going to blast that one to the middle. Does he have enough to get it out of the ballpark? The question is no. But then bad cover. I don't know what is going on. The center fielder is getting knocked left and right around the wall, and then Devers is gonna round all the way for an inside the park home run. That's the first inside the park home run that I ever witnessed in MLB The Show. That's how we took the lead 5-4. Adam Ottavino is coming on right here to potentially grab a hold, and a tapper in front of the mound, but bat sent by the third base coach Salvador Perez. It's tagged out at third at home to deny the potential tying run, and 1-2 count to Ryan McBroom goes down on strike with a slider outside the zone. That was a very poor inning by Kansas City Royals. Much better base running decision has to be made right there. Kyle Simmer will pitch for the top or at the bottom of the eighth. 2-2 count to Christian Vasquez goes down on strike. Very late swing right there for the first out. 2-2 count to Danny Santana, and he is also goes down on strike with the fastball outside of the zone. And Matt Barnes will be closing down for the last inning, despite being knocked around here and there for the last appearances, to be honest. And here comes 0-0 pitch to Whit Merrifield, and he is going to pop that one up to second base, and that's how the game ends. 5-4. A very eventful game, and also a very eventful episode as well. Got a trade from the Nationals for Kyle Schwarber and also Shohei Ohtani, making more room, spaces for the roster. Calling up Chet Delagua, who also had a triple today. Shohei Ohtani will be on the bench for quite some time. I'm not quite sure exactly when he is going to pitch for the Red Sox yet, but Kyle Schwarber right there, 4 for 4 with a home run and a double, and is only a triple shy away from a cycle. Imagine if that happens. I'll be really, really happy. Ryan Brasier, despite blowing up the hold, or blowing up the save, to be honest, he got the win right there with thanks to Rafael Devers RBI, 2 RBI, and also a not solo home run, but inside the park home run. And Greg Holland take the loss, and Matt Barnes earned his 31st saves of the season, and that's how we swept the Kansas City Royals. Thank God we have the addition of just power hitters. That's all we needed. We need more powers in the lineup. But then in terms of the rotation, it is going to be a little bit tough right here. So Marco Gonzalez is gone, which means Kyle Schwarber, we will be replacing him as an everyday first baseman, except Bobby Dalbec will be making appearances only against left-handed pitcher, balancing that positioning out in terms of the batters. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next series.